Firstly, let's look at the equipment on your bench. We have 2 function generators, 2 digital multimeters, and 1 scope on your bench. So here we will learn how to use function generator to produce sinusoidal voltage. Turn on the power supply. And we connect a cable to the output terminal of the function generator. So make sure it's coming from the output instead of sink. So do not use the sink. So once we turn on the power, the default frequency is 1 kHz. So here we want to change it to 2 kHz. Enter number. So pick up 2 kHz. And we want to set up the voltage at 5 volts peak to peak. So here I have to say that do not trust the display on the function generator. So we set up that to 5 volts peak to peak. Actually, the display is wrong. So we are going to show it in a moment. So let's use digital multimeter to measure the voltage produced by the function generator. So we connect another cable. Connect it with one of the digital multimeters. Turn on the power. So make sure we want to measure the AC voltage. Since it's sinusoidal voltage, so we need to measure the AC voltage. So VAC means is VRMS. So the RMS value is 3.5 volts. So we also want to use the probe to measure the voltage generated by the function generator. So we connect the scope probe to one of the channels of the scope. So you have 2 probes in your drawer. So we connect one of the probes to channel 1. So place the cables across the output of the function generator. So the positive lead connected to the positive lead. And black cables are all connected because that's the common ground. So here we want to do auto scale first, then quick measure. So we can select peak to peak value. So here let's select peak to peak. So measure peak to peak. So the scope says that the peak to peak value is around 10 volts. So we set up the function generator to be 5 volts peak to peak, but here actually is produced 10 volts peak to peak. So do not trust the readings, the display on the function generator. And here we can select RMS value. So the scope measures the RMS value, which is 3.5 volts. So here, the sinusoidal voltage produced by the function generator is 10 volts peak to peak. And frequency is 2 kHz. So if it's 10 volts peak to peak, the peak value is supposed to be 5 volts. And we know the RMS value is the peak value divided by square root of 2. So that is around 3.5 volts. So although we set up the function generator to be 5 volts peak to peak, the actual value is 10 volts peak to peak. And the RMS value is 3.5 volts. So don't trust the display of the function generator.